Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 2023 Philipsburg Lighted Christmas Parade. And we've got coming up the street here, and we're hopefully going to be able to catch people as we get right here in front of us. But a little bit bigger crowd than you expect. I got Chris Cooney with me. This parade put on by Jim Mountain and Chris.
Hello, world. Merry Christmas to everybody. We've got a record number of entries here this year, which I'm really looking forward to. In the lead, we have Pam Bra and Lisa Borenson. Lisa Borenson's a Gold Star mother. Her son Kyle serving our country. And Bra Shepherds for Veterans has placed 14 dogs with needy veterans as support animals.
Okay, we're going to modify things here just a little bit. Because there's so many people here.
I'm kind of pleased with the crowd size. I know there's a lot of competition this year. We got a Grizz game in Missoula. You got Yule Night in Whitehall. You got Yule Night in East Helena. You got the Ice Festival going on in Bozeman. Tomorrow night over there in Bozeman is the big Christmas convoy with all the semi-trucks. And we've got a new entry here in the parade that I wanted to start off with. This is the Drummond High School Cheer and Dance Team. And
there's a cheer and dance team?
There's a cheer and dance team in Drummond. Jamie and Courtney are the leaders of this particular group. There's 20 young ladies in the program, and they're going to do a little routine for us here.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, Drummond Cheer and Dance Team. I know that Jamie's a volunteer heading up this group. We've also got, I'm sorry, I don't have my cheat sheet here with names. We've got the Drummond Trojan mascot, and we've got a junior Trojan mascot out there also. This is Deputy Webb leading the parade for us this year. I don't know how our walkers ended up in front, but that's what I asked for. Deputy Webb's one of the newer members of the Granite County Sheriff's Department, and she graduated from this most recent police academy up there in Helena. So she's new on the force with us, and looking forward to having her participation in the community.
Yeah, this is, you kind of undersold me on the crowd there, Chris. This turned out really nice.
And then I took the liberty of, I'm a Jeep guy. Got more Jeeps than I should. I have 3. and a Dodge Power Wagon, so that's 4, kind of. And so here at the lead, we've got Carissa Oberman, Montana Jeep woman, little social media presence there. She's there. Chris has been in the parade a number of years now. And if I can find my notes here, Carissa has a new participant with her. She just had her first child and riding along with her hound dog. My lights needed new batteries in my...
Uh-oh.
Following Carissa is her friend Kelsey. And these folks all came over from the Anaconda Opportunity area. Kelsey's riding with her dog Sawyer. And then Matt Cadigan here. He's got a classic Jeep. I don't know if this would be an MB. Maybe a 2.
Wow.
I don't think it has the high hood. I thought he was brave enough to drive it over, and he said he chickened out and trailered. But that's certainly a classic there. I wish I'd gotten the year on that.
Are we seeing more entries from that Anaconda area? Are the entries starting to branch out?
Well, you know, you got friends of friends, and yeah, Carissa brought those 2 over to help join the parade. Kind of word of mouth. Parades are fun. This is Lori. Lori's been in the parade a number of times. She was actually, this is only her 2nd year. She was in with Cullen Flint last year with the winner of the overall winner with the Montana Christmas float when he had the large log behind him.
Oh yeah,
and they had so much.
Awesome.
Yeah, they had so much fun that Lori and they've split up this year. And then I just wanted all the Jeeps together.
And you know, I used that log in the intro package I made for the parade, so people will see that.
Excellent.
Last year.
This year's theme is O Tannenbaum, and so you're going to see a lot of Christmas trees this year. The wife picked that out, just everything pretty. This is Lisa, and this is her first Jeep Ruby, her red 2-door Wrangler there. And this is her first time being in the parade. And when she found out I was going to have a bunch of Jeeps in it, she was like, "Ooh, can I be in too?" And so nice to have Lisa join us, another first timer. This one's a little different. This is Tom Kelly. We're standing here in front of the Bunkhouse Whiskey. This is his business. He's been this is his 2nd year, and he did a little different theme with the O Tannenbaum thing here. I tried to tell him that next year's Friday the 13th, and this is December 8th. But yeah, something a little different there.
And it was very kind of him to let us have this spot here, right here at the intersection.
Yep, saved us. Set a couple chairs out, and so my people are getting bunched up. I wish they would spread out a little bit. This float coming up here is the Mahoney clan. Cliff, retired law enforcement, coming all the way over from Billings with his wife, and then Jason Mahoney recently moved to Anaconda, and they're doing a theme here from Christmas Vacation with the cat and the Christmas tree and all the lights going out on the tree. And so I do believe Jason is in the back there in the white bathrobe as Mr. Griswold himself. So, and then here's my last Jeep. This is my 1968 Jeepster pickup. And here the Grinch stole the Whoville tree. And they say there's no honor amongst thieves, so I stole this idea from Cullen last year. And the Grinch is just dragging the tree down the street to be able to get away with Christmas. This is the Philipsburg Theater, active group of volunteers supporting the community with live entertainment, including Jeremy McComb tonight at 8 p.m. And the volunteers from the theater taking their time to grab some trees and get them decorated to be able to be in the parade. Jedediah is the Santa on the ATV there. Jedediah lives here in town, and he's quite the character, avid rock hound, worked at Gem Mountain. And this is the classic Christmas with getting the big Christmas tree on the old wagon and dragging it back to the homestead. Got a group of young people joining us. They're all juniors at Granite County High School. Got Hayden and Bodie there on the motorcycles. And then they've got their buddy, see if I can find this. I think it's Braxton Blackstock. Drives all the way over from Butte every day to be able to finish up school here.
Oh, wow.
And he'll be in a pickup truck coming up here. Maybe I'll be able to find him by then. This is the Philipsburg Whiskey and Cigar Club. John Legay, one of our fine city council members, organizer of this group. And the flag that's flying on the front of that float there is the Whiskey Rebellion flag. Dates from the 1700s when George Washington was the last president to actively lead soldiers in combat, rebelling against a proposed whiskey tax.
Wow. I'll tell you, Chris, these floats are great this year. There's a lot of lights on these things. I mean, people have really taken to this. This is a great job this year. Well, you can smell those cigars after they go
Yes,
by.
you can. So this particular float is Ben and the Grown-Ass Men. Ben Larson, kind of the leader of this group. He's a wannabe songwriter, singer. Pretty good band. I don't know if they're the Granite County's best boy band or Granite County's worst boy band. And then find Hayden and Diane Robson's back, riding her American Blazer horse. She's got a different horse in the parade this year.
There's really something that horse doesn't freak out with those lights.
Well, Diane's a real cattle woman. She's the real deal there. It's one of the best cowboys you'll ever meet. And her ability to work with animals, unparalleled. We're lucky to have her in the community and participating. You'll see that she too, there behind her American Blazer horse, has a Christmas tree back there.
Oh.
Horse's name is Kentucky's Son. And I think Hank is the cow dog, if I'm not mistaken, with the green little tree on the back there. And this is Michelle participating. She's an employee down there at Huffman's Grocery. And she had concerns about her Grinch being a little too tall to get under the streetlights. And we assured her she'd be able to do that. Obviously, the Grinch is stealing Christmas there. Got the dog and got the two trees in the back of the truck, and there they go. So, Aaron McPherson has got to be one of my favorite participants in the parade, McPherson Plumbing. And this particular float is Santa's taking a break. And Aaron has upped his game. Instead of being a reindeer like he's been the last couple of years, he is Santa Claus this year, taking a break. And you'll notice there's a little teepee party going on here.
Yeah.
He specifically asked if it's okay if they throw toilet paper instead of candy. And so McPherson Plumbing and Heating, folks, for all of your plumbing needs here in Granite County and the greater area, if it's a big enough project, he'll travel. There's Aaron himself right there in the middle in the Santa suit. And you can tell we're no longer in a pandemic. They're throwing that toilet paper like it's free. Toilet paper veal there, big streamers. This next float is the true O Tannenbaum, Kathy Fitzpatrick. Beautiful blonde gal in there driving with her dear friend Cheryl Barkell. Cheryl was the owner-operator here of the Club Bar 3 or 4 owners ago, the building we're parked in front of here. The particular theme for this year's parade was Kathy's idea of O Tannenbaum, and that's what she has on her trailer there. 5 Christmas trees, because one's never enough. Betty Bioli. I guess I should talk about this, all of the floats from Gem Mountain. The whole crew, the family down there. I really like this time of year and being able to dedicate staff time to putting things together like this big blue tree that's coming down the street at us right now. Usually that forklift just carries the star, and I wanted to mix it up a little bit. That's Travis Kelly in there, longtime front of house manager for us, great spokesman for the business, and big blue tree, O Tannenbaum. Travis Kelly, a critical employee for us. Brian, James, the rest of the crew down there, Amanda.
Wow, they just keep coming down there, man. This is impressive.
So Chad Pettick's the owner of that side-by-side right there. We're sure lucky to have him in town, the owner-operator of Huffman's Grocery there. So another first-time entry for us, and Huffman's Grocery is passing out Christmas cheer in the form of candy canes. And one of the hardest working men in Granite County, keeping Huffman's open as many hours a day in a week as he does, and kind of neat to be as rural as we are and town as small as we are, and you walk into a store with groceries stacked higher than your head.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Always something to be thankful for compared to a lot of places in the world. So Chad Pettick and crew there at Huffman's Grocery, Merry Christmas, and thank you for participating. Now, Chad did tell me that Huffman stole Christmas, and that's everything that's in the back of the side-by-side there. So. So Cullen Flint was the grand champion last year with the Montana Christmas float and the big Fred Flintstone log.
Yep.
Here he is back saying that he decorated his tree after 3 at the brewery. And he had so much fun with it last year. This year he has 2 floats. So good looking float here with a nice big tree. He also used a survey rod to make sure we came in at 14 feet and we're going to clear all the wires and all the lights in town. So Cullen's the Sawyer there with his inflatables, his Christmas trees, and his big beer mug. Community involvement, it's great to see from these people. And Hayden's the young man there. He's a junior in high school up here at Granite County High. Also works down there at Huffman's Grocery.
Okay.
And got the Christmas tree in his backpack there that he's packing around on his motorcycle. I think it's neat when you get these young people that are willing to be involved in community events and participating, spending their own time and money.
And it's nice that it doesn't have to be a video game or something, electronic, even though it is. But it's getting out and doing things and being with people. And man, you look at this all the way up and down the street. I mean, this is a great crowd.
Yes, yeah, and it's a great parade too. We still got floats turning the corner.
Yeah, I mean, this is just amazing.
So this is the Walkley family here, longtime Philipsburg residents, Caitlin Walkley and Cordell, brother Cordell. Cordell's driving. Cordell's an employee of Chris Cooney Construction, works up at the mine, good mechanic. Couldn't get by without him. Caitlin, former employee of Jum Mountain, works up at the high school now, or works at the school in general. And this is the alien abduction of the Christmas tree. And if you'll see on there, she's got, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 aliens, and Caitlin, and they're all stealing. Oh, 6 aliens. There's a little baby one down there. And they're floating on by. Last year, Caitlin's theme was aliens afloat, and she had them in a drift boat fishing, if you recall.
Yeah.
And here's this one makes me smile. I like it. These folks, obviously, from the Pintler Ranger District, participating in a community event, serving their own time, as volunteers. That's our tax dollars at work with those people giving back to the community. Pintler Ranger District here with their version of Old Tannenbaum. They got a couple of trees and a snowmobile. Cameron Razor, just a great influence out there. District Ranger, good attitude all the way around, and the people reflect that. And we got Smokey walking here somewhere, unless maybe he got tired and is riding on the float now.
Yep, there he is. There he is.
So, Pintler Ranger District also passing out a little Christmas cheer in the form of candy.
This looks like it's got some moving parts to it.
Well, this is actually 2 different floats here. We've got Eric Bunting, but Eric's a professional photographer here in town. Does a little social media stuff. He's got a classic old Santana there, diesel, built in Spain, if I'm not mistaken. I should have grabbed the year of that. His company is Revering Earth Photography. And Eric does as much portrait work as he does outdoor work. But yeah, this is a classic old diesel 4x4 rig. This is something you'd find in South Africa. And here we got one in Philipsburg, Montana.
Wow.
So Eric there at Revering Earth Photography if you have any photographic needs. And by golly, I should have got the name of the critters. And then Nolan Smith, my buddy Nolan Smith showing me up. He's got the reindeer on the Bobcat. And Santa's flying through the air there with the Christmas tree in the back. Philipsburg Brewing sponsoring this float. Nolan and Kathy Smith there, critical members of our community, and all the support they provide. Oh my gosh, we got Megan. Megan Durr's up there. She's pretty brave.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's quite the...
Megan runs the bottling line for them up there. Megan and Jeff are also active outdoors and Jeep people. Yeah, I guess I'm going to have to put something in the parade with a boom that moves. So I'm going to match that. And then coming up here is the Imanchu clan. The Imanchu clan, I don't know how many, there's like 20 of them there, I don't know. They, Steve Imanchu, of course, former sheriff here in Granite County, and beautiful wife Anita. Ran the bed and breakfast there after Steve retired in the old Bradshaw home here on Broadway. And they've got the entire Imanchu clan on there. And if people would like to buy a Christmas tree, they'd be happy to sell those. I don't know if the moving ones, the dancing ones, are for sale. But they are going to use any proceeds they generate by selling their trees to helping to buy new wreaths to help replace some of these older wreaths that are here on the trees downtown. So yeah, that's awful cute. Awful cute. Imanchu clan doing well. here comes one of the other hardest working men in Granite County. If you need dirt moved, Doug Benson's the guy to call, Patriot Excavating. If I'm not mistaken, Doug, like a lot of the young men around here, was in the Marines. I don't know if he was Marines or Army, now that I think about it. Patriot Excavating, Doug Benson, beautiful wife Lori, family. And he's here in his dump truck with the American flag on the side, a big tree in the back, Santa and the helicopter on top. Just pleased to have Doug and his crew taking the time to pull a truck out of service and decorate it up for a parade on Friday night. Well, looky there, we got some human cargo in the back of this one too. Thank you, Doug. Everything you've done. Coming up here, we got Carl Kandich, another second generation, I don't know, 2-3 generations of loggers there. They're now part of the KLM construction crew. I don't know, 18, 20 employees, 30-some pieces of equipment. You need your property managed, trees harvested, rows built. KLM Contracting. Get a hold of Kevin or Carl. And they've, this is their self-loading log truck that they took the time to throw some lights on and be in the parade with us here.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging those snowflake things there they got working on the front of that truck.
Yeah. Once again, nice to see the working people here of Granite County taking the time to share the cheer and have a little fun. And then, of course, Philipsburg's finest, all volunteers back there in those fire trucks. And the Philipsburg Volunteer Fire Department bringing a bright and loud and finish to our parade here. And I'm going to excuse myself so I can go run the soundboard because Ruth McDonald and the Granite County Crazies are mixed in here somewhere on these fire trucks.
All right.
And I think we also are going to have a couple of fire department personnel walking, carrying the boot. Little fundraiser for the fire department going on this evening. So hopefully people will reach into their pocket and pull some generosity out to help them out.
All right.
So Tim, I'm going to run over to the soundboard and we're going to see if there's a little flash mob scene and see if we can make a little money for these guys.
All right. Thanks for joining us, Chris.
Yeah, Tim, you thanks for broadcasting this. I'll be back to check in a little bit.
All right. So Chris is going to extricate himself from the truck here and head over to the soundboard. And I think we're going to have that flash mob here in just a moment. And if you're watching this from afar and you want to give, I'm sure if you contact Chris Cooney at Gem Mountain, great stuff in his store, amazing stuff, all done with various gems, geodes, various sculpts of things, rings, necklaces, you name it, you need it. I'm sure he can probably make it happen. We're going to go a little bit wider here, I think, for right now. And they're passing the boot there, if you can see that. And I'm sure that if you even contacted the Philipsburg Volunteer Fire Department, they might be able to help you out as well. That's a fireman's tradition to pass the boot and throw some cash in there. So they're passing the boot there. Again, not Granite County, Philipsburg Volunteer Fire Department.
Thank you very much. Everything helps.
We're going to pick that up. Again, all these trucks from the Philipsburg Volunteer Fire Department. The white truck you see there that's going through is, I believe, is one of the DNRC trucks that they donate to various departments to help in the suppression of wildland fires. That helps some of these crews respond a little bit quicker into some of the remote areas with the design of those particular trucks. And of course you have the tankers and ladder trucks, which are really necessary here in Philipsburg because of the multi-story buildings. And heaven forbid they should ever have to use those, but they've got them if they ever need them. I hear some music starting. I'm not sure where that's all going to happen. Usually happens right here at the center street, so yeah, certainly the largest number of entries in the history of the parade, so that's pretty cool. An absolutely fabulous crowd, a lot of people, and very well mannered, even with a Grizz game on a Friday night and it being a little chilly out here. It was a great turnout tonight. So I believe we have the another sheriff's vehicle here. I could be wrong. It's kind of hard to tell with all the flashing lights. And we do. And I can't tell which officer that is. But then the Granite County Crazies, we're going to focus on them as we get ready to pull out of here. And just remind you again, and thank you for tuning in for yet another Philipsburg Lighted Christmas Parade. Again, Yule Night, and we just want to remind you, if you have the opportunity, even if you're not in Philipsburg, but shop local. Find those mom and pop shops. Find the places that you can spend money and that they will circulate within your community over and over and over. And there's places here, Sherry's Homestyle Bakery, who's one of our sponsors during our basketball broadcast this year. Heritage Imaging and Photo, the brewery. I mean, go to these places and see if they got a gift card. See if you can do something that would allow you to be part of that and to spend your money locally so it stays local and so that it doesn't go out of the city as fast. And the more times we can make it do laps in our city, the more vibrant the community is, and the healthier our businesses and our communities stay. So we thank you guys for tuning in. Again, our sponsors that help us bring stuff to you, Granite County Medical Center, serving Granite County since 1953, and Granite County Insurance, everything you need for your home and business, farm and ranch, and auto, and a boat. Although I'd advise don't get a boat. There's only 2 good days, the day you buy it and the day you sell it. So we're going to tune out. We're going to take off, and we thank you all for tuning in to the 2023 Philipsburg Lighted Christmas Parade.